How's it going, everybody? I'm going to spend some time actually doing product research for you guys, or at least I'm going to show you how it's done. I get this question a lot where people will say, show us some categories, some niches, some designs, and how you go through this process. Now, before I start, I just want to let you guys know that the the actual research on, for example, on which products or categories or niches to go into is not easy at all. It's not easy in any way because there's so many things to consider. Today I'm going to show you how I use Merch Informer and what I actually do when I'm spending a lot of time, when I'm dedicating a lot of time actually doing this. And I want to show you, for example, how many things go into consideration when we're looking at products or deciding which category you want to attack. Right now we're going to be talking about the summer. So again, I'm starting with such a broad term just to show you some of these things. For example, the average BSR, which is the bestseller rank, the competition score that you get through Merch Informer, and then we can look at the average price, all that kind of stuff. Now, just to go into this fairly quickly, uh, you can really dig into a category very, very, uh, you can go deep into a specific category, and it can be based on so many things, right? And I'll show you what I mean. When we're looking at summer, I was thinking about summer. Summer's coming up. We're all thinking, how can we actually take advantage of that, right? We know that a lot of summer products in general, not just through merch, are going to be selling. But also there's certain niches, certain categories, certain designs that will be flying off the shelf, and you want to see, for example, what the competition is like, what the bestseller rank is for some of those keywords, and again how you can capitalize on that. So before I get into it too, I really want to mention, and I mentioned this a couple of days ago or maybe a couple of weeks ago in one of my other videos, where I talked about one of my biggest mistakes that I made when I was starting out, and that was not to use tools. I was just kind of winging it, right? I just thought I had great ideas, and I could come up with all these things on my own. But here's you're gonna realize how important these tools are. So if we look at keywords, this is product search. It's part of Merch Informer, and I'm using the keywords section. I'm putting in summer, U.S. marketplace, and we're just looking at merch by Amazon shirts. Now this tells us here, it says that there's 540 results that they've come back with. Bestseller rank is 6 million, over 6 million. Lowest price is $13, highest price is 30, and average price is about 17.60. This is telling us that this is competition score is F, basically meaning do not get into this category. So these are the kinds of general designs and products that you're going to get. It's all over the place, right? Because we're just using a very broad word. You're still going to get some pretty cool designs if you just want like random designs, but as you're going through this, you can also look at uh, the estimated number of sales, and then you can go into, like, you can dig deeper into these categories, and that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you guys. So we've looked at summer, and it's kind of like, well, let's not go that broad because it's not a good idea based on a number of different things. So we're going to try something else. We're going to try and combine words. Right now, lake. We're going to use lake, right? But here's the thing. You can use 100 different combinations, right? Because some people love to go to the beach. Other people like pool parties. Some people like lakes, cottaging, sea doing. Like, there's so much to do, and that's the point of like digging deep, right? So when we add a word like lake, we still don't get a kind of like a favorable term. So again, based on all this information here, we're getting a competition score F, and it's kind of like, you know what, stay out of this. Like, you can still go through some of these designs, they're pretty cool, but again, there's just so much competition, and the bestseller rank is basically telling you, you know what, customers are not interested, or they're not searching for this. Okay, so we try something else. Let's try pool party, and we're going to include summer. Now things are looking better because now when we combine those things, pool, party, summer, those are our keywords that we're looking for. We're also looking at the US marketplace, merch by Amazon shirts. So same search criteria, but now we're getting a much lower bestseller rank, and the competition score here is A, basically being, you know what, you might be worth your time actually getting into this. But you can also kind of start digging deeper. Like this is a popsicle shirt, but again, we have the uh, summer ice cream beach pool party T-shirt, right? It gets a one or two sales here and there. It's a uh, pretty good price. Average bestseller rank is 230,000. So everything starts looking good. So here's another design. So this kind of tells me, okay, this might be actually worth my time to get into the whole pool party summer theme, right? Of these designs. And then as you go further, you see these different designs. You see the sales numbers, and then you can decide based on that how much time you want to invest and in what. The other thing that this cool feature does is it gives you related keywords. And now all of a sudden you have this huge list of keywords. For example, like pool party supplies, like you don't need that, but at least you know that people are looking for this, and it gives you the search volume and all this different stuff. So now all of a sudden we've gone through summer, too broad, too many sellers, competition is bad. Lake, same thing. Summer lake vacations or whatever, not good. You get to pool parties, all of a sudden things are looking really good. Then we keep searching, right? Then we look at summer sports in general. So again, we're still sticking with that summer theme, but now we're looking at sports. Same thing. Competition score, it's looking good. We're looking at the average bestseller rank around 267,000, so that's actually really good. We're looking at the average price. You can price your product to 16, 17 bucks, and you're still going to make a nice little profit. And then you get into these different design ideas, right? Now, this is what I'm talking about, like jet skis. You can even get more specific, right? Because now you can look at all of these different designs, and you can even dissect those, right? You can look at all their descriptions. You can look at, let's see if this is actually going to show us. This is the softball ice cream cone, summer sports, funny humor, kids. So this one's actually like loaded with all the kind of like keywords that you can think of, but it doesn't look like there's a description. Let's see if this one does. So okay, so this one shows you the description. So all this kind of information is available, and that's why now I'm a big supporter of tools. And I understand that some people are saying, well, dude, you're spending 60 bucks a month here on this tool, but if you're actually spending time doing the research and using not only just the what is this called, product search tool. There's so many, like right off the screen, you guys can't see it, but there's like merchant search, there's the merch hunter, there's the trend tracker, there's movers and shakers, there's keyword research, right? A keyword finder, keyword cloud, trending phrases, niche hunter. If you combine all of that, and this is where I said it's time consuming to do this kind of research. It's not just simple where you pick a certain category and you attack a product, but you can really narrow down the products and the designs that the customers are looking for. So anyways, what I'm doing here in a 10-minute video, for example, is just showing you like the first and the second step of what I would do if I was really investing time into product research. Here's another example. Cottage. I'm still sticking with the summer theme, right? So cottage, summer are my two keywords, and again, we get a pretty good average bestseller rank. Competition score is great here, so it's basically saying, yep, start getting into this category. So when you take all that into consideration, I mean, there is a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of things to consider, and it's not easy. But at least this gives you kind of a preview or or like a real life example of what needs to be done, and how in depth you need to go to get some of these results. For example, even this right here, what we have on the screen is just kind of like, okay, this is good. Let's consider this a combination of keywords with this BSR, even with the average price. If you're one of those people that thinks that price actually plays a big role in the number of sales. I don't. I've tested things out, and I don't believe that there's a big difference between listing a product at $19.99 or $16.99 if the design is good. But again, at least it gives you that information. So anyways, that's it for today. If you guys have any suggestions on the types of keywords or categories that you want me to do, leave a comment down below. I'll collect that information. Maybe I can do videos based on your requests. But for now, that'll be it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you soon.